So if you know anything about my story, you would know that I have always created negative scenarios in my mind my entire life. I mean, growing up, I used to think that nobody liked me. I used to think that I wasn't made for success. I used to always be the kid on the side in the side of the room, the side of the classroom, the person that didn't necessarily put forth effort because I always thought that I was going to lose. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how I started to shift my mindset to begin to win, to begin to achieve everything that I wanted, from being a person that was on the side of the classroom, being scared to talk, being scared to speak up, to being a public speaker, to being on YouTube, from being the person that thought that money was so hard to attain, so hard to grasp, to being a real estate investor, to being an entrepreneur, to gaining every single thing that I wanted. I'm going to show you the step-by-step strategy in order to do that. What's going on? My name is Coach Jay. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are a man that is looking to go to the next level, but you find yourself sometimes having doubt, sometimes having a low self-confidence, believing that you can't necessarily do it, that you can't achieve what you have in your mind, then you have found the right page. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. So the first thing that I had to learn how to do was start to visualize myself as being a winner. So one exercise that I started to do was every single day, I would go in the closet, close my eyes. I want you to do this right now as I'm talking. I want you to close your eyes and visualize yourself walking into a movie theater. Before you get into the movie theater, you're getting all of your snacks, you're getting your, actually reverse all of that. So I want you to do this activity with me. And this is what I started to do. I want you to close your eyes. Imagine you are going to your favorite movie theater. You're getting your favorite snacks, your popcorn, your nachos, your hot dog, get whatever you want. And you're going to your movie. And in that movie, you got the best chair, like in the center of the movie theater. There's nobody else in there. You can have it as loud as you want, as low as you want. And now you are watching a movie about you. Now, in that movie, I want you to picture yourself winning. Imagine yourself driving the best car that you can imagine. Your dream car, Rolls Royce, Porsche, Lamborghini, Jeep Wrangler, McLaren, any of these things that you can imagine. Imagine yourself having all the relationships that you want. Imagine yourself having any type of woman that you may want if you're not married already. Imagine yourself being married. Imagine yourself having a family. Imagine all of these things are true. Imagine you have a yacht. Imagine you have the best crib that you can imagine. Every single thing that you ever wanted. A basketball court, football field, tennis court, pool, glass ceilings, glass 360 view of whatever view you want. Maybe you're in Miami, maybe you're in Spain, maybe you're in so many different places that's exotic, that you have all of these different locations that you can visit at any point. Imagine you're making so much money you couldn't imagine. Every single day, before I started my day, one practice that I've learned to do is visualize. I had to, before you can achieve anything in the real world, you have to be able to see it with your mind first, or what some people call your third eye. You have to be able to visualize these things. Before, when I was feeling a lack of confidence, when I wasn't feeling like I could achieve things, I had never thought to actually put a visual into what I wanted to achieve. And what that started to do, I never actually knew that this is what was going on. I started to feel so much better about life, so much better about myself and my capabilities. For me to become a real estate investor, before I actually did it, I had to visualize myself being successful. And now I'm not gonna say that it was easy. It took time. It took time for me to start to practice these things every single day, looking and imagining myself making an investment, purchasing, closing on the property, being at the property, and imagining how it would feel to actually make these things come true. And over time, what happened was I started to take action because I saw myself doing it in my visuals. So every single day, if you're a person that wants to improve in the networking side of things, it has to start with your mind first. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Now, of course, the gym and actually making progress and stepping out of your comfort zone, that's a part of it as well. But before you get to that point, you have to start to see yourself doing those things. Once you start seeing those things, then you'll start to believe it, and then you'll start to do it. Typically, you will operate off of your feeling. If you feel that you are successful, if you feel that you can be successful and make more money and be this person that's doing all of these things that you never could see yourself doing, you have to see it and visualize it first. That was my first step, and that is what started to make me start taking action towards success. Another thing that you can do to start to shift your mindset to win is by actually starting to take small steps. The problem with a lot of you all is that you want to conquer everything today. You don't give yourself time to start to take small, progressive steps towards making progress inside of what you're trying to accomplish. And what that does is it starts to overwhelm you. It starts to create feelings of nervousness, feelings of angst and anxiety, and now you're afraid to do something before you actually do it. So instead, you should start to take small steps towards your action. Take small steps towards making things happen. And what you should do is just work backwards. It's called reverse engineering. Think about your end goal. Let's say you wanted to make $10,000 and you need to start with that big goal. All right, $10,000. Now, how can I take small steps to get towards $10,000? Okay, what do you currently have? Do you have a job? Okay, great. How much money do you make at your job every single week? How much money do you make every single day? How much do you make every single hour? And start to calculate how long it will take you if you were able to save your money effectively. How long would it take you to make $10,000 if you saved X amount of dollars per day, per week, per month, which will turn into per year? And then you'll start, again, you're reversing engineering and you're taking small steps day by day to get there. You can do that with anything. And the problem is that you never actually think to break down your goal in a way that is attainable for you. So you never actually take actionable steps towards that, or you're putting your faith in something that doesn't necessarily equal up to the goal that you're trying to reach. I met a young guy the other day that said he wanted to move to a location in Florida. And this man told me that he wanted to get to Florida by sports betting. Now, there's nothing wrong with that per se, but it's not sustainable because you're putting all of your effort, you're putting all of your energy inside of something that is not inside of your control and something that you can't actually predict. If you're going and you're betting and you're putting your faith inside of another player or another person or another entity, you're likely going to fail because you can't control that. But what you can control is your plan, what you want to do. And once I started to recognize that for myself, I was able to make much more progress. How much do I have in my control right now? Whatever that may be, money, relationships, health, whatever I have, what do I have inside of my control? And how can I start to make progress day by day by day to get towards that goal and being consistent in doing that? And you doing those two steps will help you to start making slow progress towards your goals. Everything doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be rushed, and you can get there with a solid plan. Now, if you are looking for a strategy, if you're looking for a plan to get you to the next level and you want to know exactly how to do that step by step and how I help all of my other clients do the exact same thing, go ahead and click the link below, schedule a 15-minute coffee chat with me, and I'll show you how I took not only myself, but other clients to do the exact same thing. All right. So I will see you in the next video. Coach J out. Peace.